Hey everybody, welcome back to the Magical McDs. We are home. We just got back from a massive 4-country trip to Europe, starting in Amsterdam, which you're seeing footage of here now, culminating in a river cruise on Uniworld River Cruises that took us from Amsterdam to Basel, Switzerland. Absolutely amazing. I'm sorry for all the throwback material we were posting while we were gone. We had to kind of throw up some content while we were taking this trip, but I promise you we're going to get back to Disney content very shortly. Also, if you're one of the lovely people we met on our cruise, the rest of the footage is going to be coming shortly. Wanted to start chronologically with footage from Amsterdam, the hotel, our experiences there, and then we're going to move into the Uniworld cruise content. So it'll all be coming. There's a lot to go through. We used a brand new camera on this trip, so it may take some time. Bear with me. If you need anything in the meantime, just let me know in the comments, and happy to help out. We had an absolutely fabulous trip. So much to see, so much to do. We did the Van Gogh Museum, the Anne Frank House. We had an absolutely fabulous time. Anyways, this video is going to be a tour of the hotel we stayed at in Amsterdam, the Hotel de Port van Cleve. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's also going to have a room tour towards the end and some talks about the restaurant that was at the hotel, not to mention to the bar. So fabulous content. Thanks so much for watching. Again, I apologize for our absence in some of the older videos, but we're back. It's going to be new. It's going to be fun. We had such a great time on this trip, and I'm so happy to share it with you. All right, so here it is, the Hotel de Port van Cleve, currently celebrating its 155th anniversary of operating as a hotel. This hotel is fantastically situated in the city of Amsterdam. It's bordered on one side by sort of the central tourist zone, and on the other side by the very peaceful upscale neighborhood of the Jordan. And again, I think I'm saying all these words correctly. I apologize if I'm not. So it was the best of both worlds. It was sort of on the outside of the chaos of the central hotel and tourism district. But again, I would say closer to being a part of the Jordan neighborhood, a 5-minute walk from the Anne Frank house, a 5-minute walk to the central tourism district, probably about a 15-minute walk to the train station. So very well situated. There was a supermarket about a block and a half down. There's a little sort of shopping promenade, dare I say mall, next to this that has some clothing shops and a cheese shop, if that's what you're into. You're seeing here the main lobby area. It's very cute. It's a very historic building. It used to operate as a beer house, and then it was expanded to a beer house and restaurant and a bar. Those are still there, bar and restaurant. They've changed ownership and names a few times. It's 122 rooms. There is one meeting room there. There is a small gym downstairs. I don't think I filmed any of that. There's no free breakfast here, but there is a hotel restaurant that does serve that. And again, the bar was fantastic. This is another look at the lobby from the looking out towards the entrance of the hotel, which you see straight ahead there. Super, super friendly staff. Look, you're going to have a small room in Europe. That's to be expected. We certainly had one here. We had some slight issues with our bathroom, which we'll talk about at the end of this video. But overall, we had a fantastic time. Here's a look at the meeting area. It'd be nice to be able to have private dinners in here. This is a really cool space. I really like this. Here's a look at the central staircase in the hotel. I believe I took this from the very bottom of the hotel where the restrooms are. Very steep staircases, like most buildings in Amsterdam, you're going to encounter that. So just be aware. There are 2 elevators, a couple of nice bathrooms down here, and that was all that was kind of on the bottom floor. The vibe at this hotel, it actually reminded me, and I said this to Amber a couple of times while we were there, it reminded me of the Moxie Hotel in Nashville. And if you're not familiar with that, we posted a hotel and room tour of that hotel as well. Here's one of the elevators. That you actually had to push the door manually to get out. It was kind of my favorite elevator in the place. But you can see here the hallways. This is a typical hallway on any floor. These are all rooms. Very much reminded me of the Moxie Hotel, which itself was a historic building in Nashville, though not as old as this one in the city of Amsterdam. You can see there's a couple like common area courtyards. They were doing some construction work. I'm not sure if they're otherwise accessible. It would be cool if they were, because it was nice garden space in Amsterdam, which can feel slightly claustrophobic if you're not near one of the many parks. Our room was kind of off to the side in an annex. I think there's another shot of the hotel rooms here in a second. Oh, another shot at the staircase. Two of the star highlights, though, of this hotel were, in fact, the bar. and I'm forgetting on the name of it. I'd be butchering the name of it even if I could. We'll just call it the Hotel Lobby Bar, which is coming up here in a second. It was a fantastic place to drink. They had a robust cocktail menu, which, believe it or not, is harder to find in Europe and Amsterdam than you might think. They love their beer, they love their wine. I think cocktails kind of come in third, if not a distant third. But fortunately, for Amber and I, as you know, if you watch the channel, we do love our cocktails, and this hotel bar catered to them. Some of the best old fashions we had in the city. It was absolutely fantastic. The staff there was also incredibly friendly. Just a super cute environment. Here we go, finally getting a look at the bar. There's an entrance from the street, and there's also an entrance from the lobby. They were also a dog-friendly bar. They had a couple of dogs there while we were staying there, and they'll come sit next to you if you so desire. They'll give you treats to feed them. Just a fantastic, friendly environment. In fact, we took some advice from our bartender on the final night. We sat at the tables. You could just see them outside there on the street. It's a great place for people watching. We ordered pizza one night. The bartender was from Italy, and he recommended some pizza for us to get. It was actually one of my favorite nights in the city. We spent a couple hours at that table. You just saw right there with the rest of our motley crew who you're about to see here. We did this trip with Amber's father and uncle, and then Annie, who is Uncle Marlon's wife, and then Michelle, who is Amber's father's wife. So there we go, cheersing out there. So absolutely a fabulous time. The other star was Bullion, which is this hotel right here. You're seeing the exterior of it. We had a fantastic meal here. The prices were unbelievably cheap. The locals flocked to this place. There's a 3-month waiting list for the reservations. But if you're staying at the hotel and you talk to the maitre d', they can kind of get you in. Here we go. Amber had the flank steak and fries. I had a sausage with some mashed potatoes. Absolutely fantastic. Everything was like around 10 to 15 euros. Lots of cocktails. We only had 2 hours at the table, but it was more than enough time. We were just thrilled they could accommodate this. And this place was absolutely hopping. And the star within the star here is this right here, the chocolate mousse. Oh my God. Everybody around us, including at our table and the surrounding tables, this was the dessert du jour. It was absolutely fantastic. Some of the best. I mean, it doesn't look like much here. You wouldn't know it. It looks like a just, whatever. I'm not going to say it, but it is some of the best chocolate mousse I've ever had. They put a little sea salt in there and a little caramel. It just hit. All right, let's go get to the room tour and our final thoughts on what we had. All right, here we go. Room 126 at the Hotel de Port van Cleve. We're on the first floor, which, if you're from an American point of view, would be one floor up from the lobby. He did warn us about this. He said there's a few steps going in. Is that okay? We said, yes, it's fine. And I actually kind of like it. Because you step up into your own little cozy loft. This is like a 400-year-old hotel. Look at it. I love it. We've only been here for about, 20 minutes. I have to say the staff has been amazing. They were incredible. A case in point, we brought our CPAP machines, and look at that. They brought distilled water for us. They ran out to the store to buy that for us. There's a fridge here. There's a remote for the air conditioning. Yes, we're in Amsterdam, where there's virtually no air conditioning. There is a unit, and this room is frosty right now. I love it. A nice big TV. We didn't stay here for the views, but we are on kind of an alley. There's the main street. We're only about a 5-minute walk to the main station. That building across the way there is the main cathedral in town, which is a tourist attraction of its own. Looks like, I think that's a queen bed, which is fine. It's very hard to find king beds in Amsterdam, especially at some of the older hotels. But yeah, it's tight, but it's cute. It's very nice. It's very clean. I like the wood floors. Like I said, I really like the stairs. And then the bathroom is over here. Light switch on the outside. Spacious. It's good. It's got a step-in shower. Looks like there's a handheld in there. Sink. You can put your amenities. There's kind of a shelf up here. It's cozy. This is going to be fantastic. We chose this hotel because of the location. It's all about location, location, location. We are about a 5-minute walk to the Anne Frank house. And then every other major attraction is not too far away from that. So we're pretty thrilled. Little sitting chair here, little rug on the ground. So it is very tight, but we're very happy with this. I have not tried the bed yet, so I don't know. But it's cute. There's like a little welcome letter cookies that you can take with you, should you so choose. So we're very happy. And again, it is so frosty in here. I love how good it feels. So I'm excited about that. Definitely going to have some footage of the lobby and the rest of the hotel. You may have already seen it. I'm not sure how I'll edit this together, but we are very happy with this. Again, the Hotel de Port Van Cleve. All right. Well, we just checked in, so I'm going to freshen up because we have a walking tour in a couple of hours. And we're going to go check the city of Amsterdam out, y'all.
Okay, we're going to do a little demonstration.
Right, we've been here for, it's checkout day. We've had a few days, so we've had some more nitty-gritty experiences that we definitely want to alert you to. The biggest one is the shower tub situation in this room. And I will say, in the hotel's defense, that not every room has this setup. The other people in our party had walk-in showers.
I'm showing how tall it is on you right now.
It's very, I mean, look, it comes up above my knee. So to get in this thing, you kind of need to be a surface slight performer. Well, before I even get to that, I hate that Europe is using these half doors, right? They splash everywhere. They're not effective. Give me a full door or a shower curtain. This is just not effective. My mother tried installing one of these in America. An American shower, same problem. Stop, Europe. You do a lot of things right. You're getting this one wrong.
Even before you show climbing into that, can you just lift your hands up and touch the ceiling? So no, that's another.
It is a low ceiling.
So keep that in mind. Look, here to here, it is significantly different. Like maybe a foot and a half, probably.
I'm not even complaining. This is Amsterdam. It's small. It's not. This is not the hotel's fault. It's just the way the city is. So you really need to
like hoist yourself in. Like,
fortunately, I do clear it. I'm a hair
just
under 6
barely
feet tall.
Yeah.
So you're taller, you're going to have an issue. I will say the water pressure, this is a handheld that comes off. The water pressure is very good, and the water gets dangerously hot quickly. So be careful, but that's a good thing. I mean, it warms up very quickly, and the water pressure is very good. The problem is there's no grip tape in this bathtub.
Yeah,
it's just
none.
Smooth porcelain.
I wasn't even paying attention to that. Yeah, because I did almost slip a couple of times. Sorry if you're not into feet.
So you can imagine, like, you would definitely have a towel down. You're getting out of the shower. You finish, and you're kind of like trying to keep the water in this area. You know?
It's a little disastrous. So watch him get out.
We're utilizing the shelf with our stuff on it. So, like, I had to move stuff away. And, like, again, dripping wet, slippery floor.
Look how,
this is a lawsuit waiting to happen.
I wouldn't even say it's a lawsuit. I would just say, like, somebody's going to get dangerously hurt.
We were seriously, when we made it out of the showers last night, I was so thankful we didn't break a leg while we were here.
Right, but then you just did it again, and I was thinking, oh my God, this is going to be the
slip
thing.
On the drug. So other than that, no, the water pressure was good. The water gets hot. There is a limited amount of space in here, but you're not going to solve for that problem.
Very limited.
Either in this hotel or another hotel.
Yeah, it is what it is, right? So, it is a tiny shower, but it's, again, to be expected. We are in a 155-year-old hotel in the city center. So, I mean, you win some, you lose some. You get big rooms if you're further out. You get convenience and small rooms in the city.
The fact that I had good water pressure was enough for me. So
okay.
That's been your daily bathroom update. I hope this was useful information. All right, everybody. So that's going to wrap up our hotel and room tour review. Hope that was useful information. By the way, if you're curious about rates, they can vary wildly. Like I saw them for as low as about $150 to around $300, $350, and they can shoot up even more if there's a special event going on. So just be aware of that. Check your dates. It can be an affordable option, but it could be also an outrageously expensive one depending on your budget. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. We had a fantastic trip. I can't wait to share more of the content coming at you. We just have hours and hours and hours of footage to go through. So many adventures to share with you. And in the meantime, we'll also mix in Disney content. We've got a trip, I think, to SeaWorld coming up this week and some other stuff that we can't wait to share with you. Again, it's good to be home. If you have any questions regarding Amsterdam, Uniworld, any part of this trip, please let us know in the comments. We'd love to share them with you. If you want to keep seeing this content and you're not already a subscriber, you should definitely hit the subscribe button, and you'll be getting all the updates on this series as we roll it out over the next days and weeks. Guys, thanks so much for watching. It's so good to be back. I'm so excited to share our future adventures with you. Until next time, everybody, have fun storming the castle. And as beautiful wife would say, stay magical.